picture that it does when it
everything's just gone wrong. You know what? This is not meant to be. It's just not. So I'm gonna say fuck this and get on over here where they can see us. Hi guys.
Hey.
Hi guys.
Hi.
We're professionals here. Clearly.
100%.
Yeah. You think we'd have it together by now, but that's just not gonna happen. Welcome to Quest Junkies, everybody. I am your trauma tour guide, Sky, and I am here with my friends. Don't call them puppets, my friends. So let's go ahead and introduce them and tell us a little bit about your character before I start yapping. So let's start with Bridget, because she's also got some announcements to make.
Oh. Hi guys, I'm Bridget. I'll be playing Prism, the chromatic gem dragonborn diamond shiny girl cleric. And I mean, yeah, if we're doing announcements, shoot, I'm unprepared. I didn't bring a link. Wait, there we go. I'm up for a writing contest. If you guys want to give that link a little look-see and follow/interact with the story, it counts as a vote toward the Kindle Vellies, which I have one more chapter to go before it's actually entered, but some interaction would be of some help. It's a fun, spooky story, vampires, loosely inspired by Vampire the Masquerade. Yeah, that's my little announcement, and that's me.
Next, let's move on over to C.
Hi, I'm C, and I'll be playing Seaver, a tiefling wizard cleric looking for rookie books.
And now, Patch. I'd say last but certainly not least, but he says it every fucking time, so I'm gonna skip that part.
You daredevil, you. Upsetting the apple cart. Well, last but certainly not least by any measure at all. Hi, I'm Patch, the Abominable DM, reprising my role as whatever the fuck Sudani is, the Nephilim monk who talks like Korg from the Thor movies. That's my character.
Yeah, and it's really hard not to lose my shit when you're using that voice. Like, bravo. Dearest chat. And when I say dearest chat, I see Ash. Am I too quiet? And the music volume, is it too loud? Please let me know. Yaka Waka, Durka Malurka. Little voice check.
Check 1, 2, check the mic.
Mm-hmm. Music is good and your volume could go up a little bit more. This is why we ask the important questions of the people. Okay. I think I just need to get closer to my mic because for whatever reason, every time we go streaming, my voice gets very, very quiet in this thing. And I have it on max settings everywhere else. Or I'll just talk louder. I can project. Okay, we're projecting. Sorry if I'm shouting for you guys, but we do it for the stream. Welcome to Winterbrook. We have some catching up to do since last we played. Things did not go as planned. and we'll get there in a moment. So I'm going to give you guys some information. So hold on to your bootstraps. Winterbrook is a quiet place. A place that was, until recently, welcoming and friendly to those traveling through on their way from mountains to cities and to the coast. The town's major commodity is grain, sold whole or ground to flour, and folk who live here are well-mannered but rough and hardworking. But what the fuck's been happening? That's what our little goblin girl wants to know, who has sent out an SOS to the Opal Viper and those aboard, also giving them information that there is a quirky little tome here on world that might be of interest to Sivir in particular. But what's happening? Rokan, a long forgotten wizard, had high aspirations, and his corpse has been rotting and corrupting the underground vegetation and worms. The worms have been tunneling under the earth and pushing up into the homes of villagers. Some worms have grown large and fat and bulbous. They burrow through the earth using large gnashing pincers, all while hundreds of smaller worms wriggle and squirm and just leaving gross-ass trails behind them. The larger worms attach themselves to the footings under the houses, and they have mutated psychic abilities that allow them to drain unsuspecting victims and feed off of their mental energy, slowly turning them into zombie-like husks. With no one knowing what to do or how to handle the situation, the people of Winterbrook turned to the clergy for answers. Their answers were not kind. Their first instruction was that this was some form of punishment and should be treated as such. Their loved ones had died for the sins of the whole village. Their first order was the stew, which was offered to our lovely members. A stew made of the burned remains of the dead. It's gritty and awful, but somehow tastes like cherries and spices. And anyone who misses taking the stew is shunned and attacked by the clergy. This has only been going on for a few weeks. Not much has changed. It was still pretty new. But then Mother Rosalind started upping her game. She started ordering that everyone must attend the burning of the dead to inhale the smoke and fumes that came from the burnings. The clergy pray and chant during the ceremony, entering a state of unnatural focus. Regardless of how many they watch and inhale, nothing's changed. It wasn't actually a solution. Well, the clergy eventually entered into a state of zealotry that could only be described as derangement. They decided to start burning the affected alive, and should our lovely adventurers have stayed the night, they would have witnessed the screamings of those poor, poor souls. Many of the townsfolk are just overtly nervous. But you'll never find out why. As our adventurers, when headed towards the tavern, had to walk through a cemetery. The stones were old. There were many, well, there aren't any new graves, but there was a pre-dug open hole in the ground. Yes, grave-shaped, but not used. And there were rolling maggots. And they were pulled to the surface by a fun little bone garden spell, but much to Sever's dismay, not as many bones came to the surface as what he's used to. But that's the way with decay. And that's the thing about this graveyard. Whatever bodies were in there are now gone. Maggots were very intriguing, as our dear little Prism, well, big girl Prism that she is, decided to use Pass Wall on the open grave. And that is where we come into. Prism pulls out her spell card and decides to cast basically Storytime Yeet. So Pass Wall is a 5x8 20 depth spell. And Prism, big girl, small brain, you are right, Bridget. Big girl, teen time brain. And this hole opens up for all of you. But because it's not focused in any way, there would have had to be forethought into that. You all start to fall, and I need you to all make me acrobatics, dexterity. I need you to just beat a 10. If you don't, it's real bad.
Okay.
Just for the record, I literally just did a test roll and I rolled a 1, so we'll see.
I'm a little bit gutted because I have a +11 to acrobatics.
Oh.
So I'm hoping for a nat 1 because that's more interesting.
Yeah. I can still get you, don't worry.
I don't
Bridget
doubt
got a
it.
5. Amazing.
Okay.
I got a 10.
A 10 means it beats it. Did you get a nat 1 catch?
No, I got a 30.
You did a great job.
19. I tried.
Monks.
I'm sorry you succeeded.
So we are falling. What is the calculation for falling 50 feet?
It's it's a d6 per 10 feet, I think.
Okay. So 5d6. So here's what's going to happen. You have a chance to... Let me rotate the map a wee little bit. You're falling down and there's a column of stone. Strahdalicious, you don't really have to try to do much. You can easily Assassin's Creed Black Flag slide down that bitch. Okay? If anyone would like to try to give themselves half damage from this fall, you can roll something to try to hold on to that wall as you're going down. But Bridget, I need you to roll me a d4.
Okay.
Here are the consequences of my actions.
Bridget, you are, as you're falling down this hole, your horn clips a bit of fungus and it sprays in your face as you fall. And you now believe that your hands and feet have been replaced with spoons.
Are they shiny spoons?
Let me write that down.
Oh, yeah.
Best day ever.
It's not every day.
Dude, roll damage too from the fall.
Do you want to try to do anything with your spoons to slow your descent? Because if not, it's 5d6 of damage. And we've only just begun.
I have Sanctuary. I really don't have any reactions to, like, reduce fall damage like Mr. Fancy Pants Monk over there, but I have Sanctuary. I don't know.
Sanctuary yourself?
Yeah.
Can I try to assist?
Of course. You wanna?
Okay.
Yeah. But to you, of course, what's happening to Bridges? What's happening to Prism? All in her brain, all in her head. So, so she's like little spoons. I can take that. Nope.
I mean, this is par for the course from what I've seen so far of Prism, so that's fine. I'm just going to ignore that and get to the gravity of the situation, which is the gravity. I want to try and use my monk abilities. I have slow fall, things like that, but basically I want to try and grab Prism and even if I'm sacrificing my 30 to I want to help reduce the damage.
Okay.
By some dope monk shit means.
Okay.
So Dragonborn weigh around 250 pounds. And I'll just say, like, yeah, Prism's just chewing on the end of her own finger as she looks at the spoons. But yeah, if the assist works, then
go ahead and roll. Beat a 10.
Yeah.
Another.
Is this you say acrobatics again?
Or dexterity. You tell me. This is
Just him or also me?
You can either give her. No, you know what? It's more fun for you to try to help and her to try to react. So let's do that. And Sivir, are you doing anything extra to try to cushion this fall? Do you want to try to grab onto the wall as you go down?
Yeah, I think I'm trying to use maybe my mace to kind of cling to the wall.
Like an ice pick, kind of? Yeah. Okay. Roll me whatever you think is associated with that. Beat a 10.
Oh, okay. 15 plus 3. So, I mean, I'm maybe acrobatics, but it's 15, so...
Perfect. So, we'll go ahead. We'll do damage after we resolve these two. What did you guys get?
I got a 23.
Okay, same for either dexterity or acrobatics, so that's a 16.
Great. So everybody go ahead, except for Patch, roll me 5d6s.
Okay. Ooh, okay.
And here's what you're going to do with the results. Bridget, you had 2 failures. I need you to go ahead and take... Well, no, you had 1 failure. I need you to go ahead and take half of that as damage. Sivir, treat it as like a resistance on resistance, so half of the half.
So I got 14. I
14?
take a quarter of that?
Yes. So you'd be taking 3.
Okay.
Math.
Yeah.
I think that's 25. Yeah, that's 25.
Excellent. Oh, you know who I
So-
didn't roll for and who is with you?
Oh no.
Would I do half or the full amount?
That you would do
Half damage.
because I
Okay.
already punished you with being spoons.
Okay.
That's 12. Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, 12.
All right, Ilyana. She passes. She's
course.
not going to help anybody. You guys make it to the bottom, and because we didn't have any critical fails, I'll go ahead and move your characters off of knockdown status. Except
Yay.
for Prism. Prism, how do you think you're doing trying to stand on spoons?
Well, just chewing on the end of her finger a little bit. I don't think it would even occur to her to stand up because she's too distracted. Chewing on the end of her fingers.
Okay.
Well, that was a bumpy ride, but look, that got us somewhere. What's going on there, Prism? You treating yourself to a tasty little snack? I heard finger food is popular in some places, but I don't know about Winterbrook.
Also, adding in for flavor that when like she clipped the horn, a dolphin-like scream tore from her throat, so that probably is still echoing throughout the chamber.
Amazing.
What the fuck is this character, Bridget?
Nice and loud.
Yeah, because that just feels about right. She might like. I mean, I don't know. Do I just roll a con check to see if she can even like tear herself away from the spoons?
If you'd like to, go ahead.
Holy crap, that's an 18.
Okay.
Yeah, she'll just look up and I don't know, but spoons?
How hard have you been chewing on your spoons?
Probably not much. I don't think she likes to chew things until they break. I think it's just a stim for her.
Okay.
She'll maybe try to get up, but then immediately go toppling over and probably just thump against the ground.
Yeah, and you guys see Prism going, spoons, and you just see her fingers doing this. It's almost like her IQ
it's
has
like-
gone down to 2 for a moment.
It's also like she's trying to get up, watching a newborn deer try to walk for the first time.
She'll like try and balance very delicately, maybe it looks like she's trying to do a yoga pose where she can lift her body off the ground without her feet touching the ground, but then she'll just wobble a little bit and fall over with a little oof.
Are you okay?
They're spoons! Spoons!
What are spoons?
Did she take a bump on the head as we came down here?
Maybe.
My hands! My feet! They're spoons!
Can I try an insight check this? This
Sure.
is weird.
Yeah.
Okay. That is fucking hell. Okay. Cool. Dice are behaving tonight. 22.
Yeah, she, from what you're gathering, her, it seems like she thinks her hands are spoons, and that's pretty fucking weird. Would you like to try to slap her out of it?
Well, that is such a tempting offer.
Thank you.
Just
for
a
the
little.
color.
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna just non-lethally, of course. I'm just gonna try and flick in between the eyeballs there and that bit there. But I'm gonna also add a stunning strike.
Splendid.
Yeah. Because
At this point, her hands are slapping together because she's hearing like the clink, clink, clink of spoons.
that is a math to hit. 26 to hit?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
Okay. Please make a Constitution saving throw DC of 17.
14.
14. You are stunned, so for 6 seconds your body racks up and you're unable to do anything. It's like,
Clink, 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 clink.
Yeah, and as you are stunned, it erases the effects of the spoons, and your body comes back to yourself. Do we want to work off passive perceptions? Do we want to start taking in what's around us, or do we want to keep focusing on Prism laying there stunned?
I would probably. I have a passive perception of 17. I don't know.
Okay.
I think I would have looked around as soon as I got up, and I did kind of try to focus on Prism a bit, but I saw the statue, and now that Prism seems to be okay again, I think I'm gonna go towards the statue.
Okay.
Do I recognize it?
You do. This is a fresher statue, even though it's weird when I say fresher because it's seen better days. It's cracked. It's got fungus growing on it, and it is a visage of the all-knowing mother.
Okay.
It looks like as it was probably put down here about, I want to say about 50-ish years ago. It's not quite as old as the rest of the cave, and the things surrounding it are a little newer. But what does hit you all, and you can keep RPing, I'm just going to give you some extra flavor. The stench of damp earth and rotting flesh wafts around you. Ilyana uses her astral flare to bring light into the room, and as she does, it lights up the stone. It glints off the statue. And it's like the fungus absorbs the light a bit, and there's foliage down here. There's a flower over by the wall. There's vines on the ground, and you went from like a pretty normal environment up above, and down below it's humid and it's thick. It's almost like I want to say the air is heavy, like a rainforest. And Ilyana looks at you and goes, man, it's hotter than demon dick down here.
Yeah, now that you mention it, I didn't notice it before because of whatever the fuck that was. Sorry, by the way, I hope you're okay. That's a little trick I use sometimes when, my brain's doing things it shouldn't be doing. I just sort of zap myself back.
Oh, it stinks. Oh, where are we?
You did a thing and now we're here. So I was
Yeah.
hoping you would know the answer to that question.
I had no idea what it was going to do. I just wanted to... I just wanted to give it a try, but so she'll use her movement to stand up. Her passive's not great. We could that make a check?
You can totally make a check. And if someone's bored, would you mind rolling me a d6? As you've made a lot of noise from dolphins too.
That seems about right. It's a 7.
All right, I'll roll it.
Excellent.
It's a 2.
Excellent. Prism, you notice fungal vegetations and little spore sets. And like these little motes, they just go into the air, but these ones are about ground level. Siver, you notice over to your left, it's like a cluster of like tiny. Can you make me a Arcana check, please?
Yes. 13.
13. You've seen specimens like this before. There's a huge cluster of writhing tiny lichworms wriggling and squirming, and they are moving in a pile closer towards you and the sound. What you know about lichworms, they're not visual creatures. Have you ever seen Tremors?
No.
They are Tremors monsters. Patch, do you want to share with the class what Tremors monsters are?
One of the best things Kevin Bacon has ever brought to the silver screen. The graboid, as it is officially known, it's kind of like, I suppose, the big worms from Dune, but on a smaller scale, but still like quite large to a humanoid. Big, grabby, toothy maws, as certain Mr. Mercers would say. Very much a bad time. Very much a bad time.
And what you pull from that memory bank of, that's your job. You are all about, you're a whore for lore, aren't we all? So their tongues, they go out and they sense and they wiggle around. And the tongues open up into more teethy maws that they used to grab.
Okay.
And there is a whole cluster coming towards you. Not quickly. They're not in the ground burrowing. They're just on top. And a tongue starts to slither out and look around, goes back in, and it moves forward a little bit more, goes out, looks around, and comes back in.
Oh, goodness. All right.
I mean, my passive is 17 as well, but my passive investigation is an 8. So I kind of want to flavor that is like I have good spatial awareness of my surroundings, but I don't have the forethought to think before speaking. So I'm probably like, if I was to look around and then like, well, I'm glad you're okay. Like, oh, this place stinks. What's all that? There's some movement over there. What is that over there?
Yeah.
Yeah, guys, that looks like bad news.
What's moving? What is it?
And it gets closer.
What color is
I
it?
don't think we want to. We wanted to get near us.
Do you want it to get close enough to see the color?
How far away is it now?
I'd say about 30 feet away.
30 feet. Okay.
Yeah, and it's dark in here. The only light you guys have at current is coming from Ilyana's astrolights.
I'm curious about
that
something.
Smells really bad.
I'm such a chaos gremlin tonight. Sudani's gonna be like, oh, it's too dark in here. I can't get a proper look. And I'm gonna, same as last time, I'm gonna cast light on Prism.
Amazing.
Let's get this disco ball lit.
Rainbow sparkles. Prism, what's really interesting with your rainbow sparkles, and do you guys want to try to move out of the direct vibrative line of these writhing
Sure.
rooms?
That would be good.
Let's just move you over to the side, but I really don't want to take anything away from you guys. Prism. Your rainbow sparkles. They're catching a lotus on about 10-15 feet away in the cavern. Down at your feet, there are rocks with vines and leaves, and to the right is a pillar with more giant spore sacs. Do you guys want to try to walk over these, smell these things? I'd say passively, these things are kind of, some of these are on a sweeter side of smelling. It doesn't smell as bad as wherever that stench is fucking coming from. But you can also put together that the closer the worms get, the worse it smells. These plants, you can harvest them, you can eat them, you can smell them, you can decorate your hair with them. I don't fucking care. Play with your environment or don't.
Okay.
So I wouldn't want to breathe this air, I think, these spores. This is where the worms came from, right? So I just try to find something. I'm missing a rare character right now. Just anything that I could put around, like a handkerchief on my mouth.
Okay. Some fun facts about these worms. If you want to make another arcana, I will give you.
Mm-hmm.
Can she do that as well to see if, like, this is a magical effect of the smell, the spores, or if it's more of a physical thing?
You would have to look at each plant in particular. I'm making C roll on the worms. So
Okay.
choose a plant, roll about it.
That's gonna be a 9.
Can I climb up one of these spires?
Yeah, sure. Absolutely.
Hell yeah.
What spire do you want to climb up?
I'll go up this one behind me, so like around here. Like
Okay.
higher up.
Are you going to bypass the spores?
I'll say yes because I think my passive would pick it up.
Okay. What
Ooh.
you get from that pillar in particular is that is a way back up to the surface, back up to the religious zealots. And if you're avoiding the spores, that's all you get.
Okay. Because I think Sedani's thinking more like if there's something coming over there, like it looks low down, I'm going to get a little higher up so that I can get a better look.
Scout, right? Okay.
Yeah,
So let's go ahead and enable flying on you. And then get you a little high for funsies. Sorry to steal your character. Siver.
Oh my goodness, I can fly.
What do you want to do?
I think I'm just gonna examine the mushrooms while still keeping an eye out for that room.
Okay. And Bridget, you've had some time to kind of go around. What are you interested in rolling on?
What about at the base of the spire that Sedani just flew up? Are those plants?
Those are spores, yes.
Spores. Okay, so investigating those.
Okay.
And also to like avoid the incoming thing, Prism holds her breath.
Okay. Everybody, you can make me investigation checks, arcana checks, nature checks, survival checks, whatever makes sense to you.
All of my modifiers for those are minuses.
Investigation or what?
Arcana, survival, nature.
Can I opt for stealth?
Sure.
As I'm trying to sort of remain hidden so that as whatever it is gets closer, I can get a better look at it and understand what's happening. Let's go stealth. That is
They're pretty much all the same.
16.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So mine are all the same. So I'm gonna say history. Just I'm gonna try to recall if I've read about it. So that's a 16.
Okay.
Trying to keep the modality of doing several things happening at once. Prism holds her breath. She's investigating like the spores, trying to see if she recalls anything useful, and also manifesting her wings to be able to fly up and out at a moment's notice. And altogether, that's a 23 on her survival check.
Okay. So these spores, they're on the ground. They're not really at the level to be inhaled. There's fungus at various levels, and what I want to know is I see that there are precautions, whether these spores are bad or good. You know that some spores have awesome psychedelic properties that can grant you extra clarity at times. Some spores can take things from you and make you sick. There's a fungus that was on the statue and is intermittently on some of the rocks and some on the floor. It kind of looks gray with red tinges of blood. So unless we're touching anything, I do not believe this is an organism you've come across before. But since nobody's really at inhale level, I guess if we're looking at Sivir getting closer to the ones over here, you would probably have some spores ejected above you as you got close, and then they would just probably gently rain down, but you've put on a bandana, so it's going to drastically lower the DC. I need you to make me a Constitution saving throw. You only need to beat a 5.
That's a 10.
You're absolutely fine. And Strahdalicious, climbing up, I'm assuming you're looking for more creatures, was it?
Yeah, I noticed something moving in the distance there that wasn't one of my companions.
Mm-hmm. And
Just wanted to get a better view.
A writhing, rolling mass getting closer. Ilyana's gonna carefully step away and come down over towards the wall away from the thing. While you guys are doing your investigation, Sivir, this thing is probably about 10 feet away from you at the moment. And doesn't seem to see you. It is very much just going towards like where those initial drop down vibrations were. I need the next person to roll me a d6.
I'll do it. D6 coming up. That is a 3.
Okay. Northeast, southwest, 1, 2, 3, 4. Gonna a 1. No, I rolled a 4. Okay. So that would be over by Prism. Let's see, where are they?
Okay.
Prism. A large lichworm has started to dig a new tunnel, chewing up soil, and it leaves excrement behind it. The smell that close is making you nauseous. It is not shiny. It is not sparkly. It is big and shit flavored. What would you like to do?
So since she's manifested her wings, she's hissing a little bit, but the So it's not the one that Sidani is near. It's this one. I think
Is
it's
this-
a tree.
And that would be another stone column, but that would be like plant life. Yes.
Is it in the thing's path?
It would block it if it went this way, but this creature is coming out of the ground and it's not even really facing you. It's starting to chew into the wall next to you. It's trying to make a tunnel.
Then I think she just wants to get to the top of the column and perch there like a gargoyle a little bit.
Okay.
So she'll fly into the air and up top. And from the other column, Sidani would just see a very frantic waving.
I think I'll like as quietly as one can in this circumstance. Hey, Prism. You okay?
Yeah.
Do you see anything?
It's big.
What's going on?
It's scary and big.
Where have I heard that before?
It is taking everything in me to not just keep saying it was an Alaskan bullworm. You gotta be
I'll,
really quiet up here.
I'll like poke my head around to look in the direction of where Prism is gesturing.
And you see a big motherfucking worm making a big motherfucking hole.
Oh my goodness. Hey, it's like it's doing the trick that we used to go down here, but naturally. Maybe that could be helpful. We could follow it. It could lead us to where we need to be.
Just hisses at it like a cat. I think that's a good idea. It's really gross.
Really? You're hissing? That does not sound like you're in agreement.
I just don't. I'll do it. I just don't like it. Let's wait for it to leave.
Where's Siva?
In the meantime, sorry. In the meantime, I would be cautious of the other one approaching and just slowly back away and look behind me. And as I see that Ilyana is leaving the other way, I kind of silently try to follow her.
Okay.
So when I catch up, I just wanna. Captain, what should we do?
Well, I don't think I want to fuck with worms. Well, not these ones. They don't really smell that great. And she she sees your bandana and she's like, okay, good idea. And then she pulls up her chain and she puts it around her face. And
That's cool.
as she does,
Captain? Hello? Over?
oh shit. And she pulls out her disc. Hey, see. Can you not fucking shout? Over.
Sorry, Captain. I think I heard a dolphin, and there was a really big crash. Where are you guys?
Yes, that's a that's a 10-4 there. C. We took a direct route. We definitely passed go, but didn't collect the $200. And we're in the tunnels. You didn't tell me there were fucking worms here.
Oh, shit. I mean, over. Sorry, Captain. Hey, Captain. There's fucking worms here. Over.
Where are you?
I'm up high and I'm deep in the cavern. They don't really have a good visual, but I'm cloaked like a rock. So find a rock, and that's probably me.
God damn it! We are surrounded by rocks. Okay. You just hold tight, and if you hear non-worm people, let us know.
Over. Oh, good. I thought you almost forgot to say over, Captain. That's the protocol. All right. Well, I'll holler at you when I see you. Over.
Okay, so, well, they act as a distraction for all of the worms. I think you and I should go on an adventure. And then if they get eaten, we don't get eaten. Because we got that book to get.
I mean, I'm game.
All right.
Should we at least try to? No, it's fine.
Yeah, they're probably fine. What's the worst that could happen?
Yeah,
Look,
they can fly and climb. They're fine.
Just for good graces, you know? Oh no, there looks like there's a cavern over here, and we're gonna go into it. Looks like this might be the way. And then honestly, if they don't make it, that's one less payout we need to do, so.
So Danny's over at the other side of the cavern going, look, such a brilliant captain, splitting the party. Genius idea. We can split the success.
And then if we die, it's one less payout that she has to do. She's told me that to my face before.
You know what? That's a really good idea. Yeah. Okay, I see you. I got you here. But what? Yeah, what do we do about this big fucking thing? Do we just follow it, or?
Let's wait and see what it does if it goes away. Keep hiding.
Okay, 10-4. I don't know what a 10-4 is, but 10-4.
I'll make shit happen if you guys want to wait over there. Uno momento. I mean, I don't really know what's on the other side of this wall, but fuck it, right?
It's Friday night. It's Quest Junkies. Anything could happen.
Right.
I hit a button. There we go. Also, just stop. Don't come back.
Yeah.
I thought you were about to burst into Vanilla Ice then. All right, stop. Collaborate now. Listen. Princeton's back with a brand new glisten.
Okay.
These parts.
Siver. We hit the edge of the cavern, there's a little bit of a glow down there. If you'd like to try to get your bot companions, you can try to get their attention, or we can continue forward.
Do you mean Sudanian prism?
Yeah.
Okay. I think I'm gonna summon my familiar again, which is gonna look a little like it is a goldfish swimming in the air, but there are a few of the scales look a little bit like they glow. So I'm gonna. Oh my god.
I'm sorry, there's a narwhal. I'm gonna use it.
No.
So I'm just gonna send it flying over to Prism instead, hoping that some of the scales reflecting light catch her attention.
I'm gonna make it.
How long
fly.
does light last? I just realized.
Light lasts 10 minutes.
So Prism's still glowing up top.
Light lasts for an hour.
So cute.
Oh, does it? Okay.
Yeah, it lasts for an hour.
Light is an hour. Oh my god, it's a little narwhal. Anyway. What's his name? This is a question for the people.
See, when
Benjamin? I don't know.
when you first said goldfish, my mind went to Klaus from American Dad.
It's been I don't remember.
Oh man.
So your mic crackled when I think you said the name. What is the name?
Like a ripple.
Ripple.
Yeah,
Ripple.
Ripple. It wasn't picking it up. Everybody meet Ripple.
Okay.
I'm a rename him.
Ripple.
Ripple.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And you want Ripple
The
to fly?
flying fish.
Yeah, I want to try and catch Prism's attention.
Oh, okay. Perfect. Prism, would you notice a flying glowy fish?
Probably, yeah.
Yeah. And what do we do when we see shiny flying like little fish? As the worm goes through the hole.
Don't chew the fish. Don't chew the fish.
I rolled decision dice, so she's not gonna go dive bombing toward it, but she's just going to let out the world's quietest "ah!" It's probably gonna echo off of the walls and be a little weird.
Roll me a d6.
Okay.
3.
It's a dolphin again. There's fucking dolphins.
Okay. The wall next to you starts to rumble and quake as pincers start coming in through the side as another giant worm is trying to make another hole. The fish flit. Yes.
Does it look like it's just exploring, or does it look hostile?
No, its job is to make hole.
Oh, okay.
If it finds food, it hostile.
She'll just stay as still as possible for a second. I can't see if you don't
based on
move.
movement.
Yeah, exactly.
Ever go.
The fish.
And she's still glowing.
You're still glowing. You're glowing for an hour unless you turn it off.
Yeah. Okay, so for now, this is her thought process. She's just gonna stay still and wait to see what happens.
Okay. Jadani, there is a glowing flying fish. Trying to get Percy's attention.
Is that what is that? I haven't seen that there before. That's crazy. Is that some sort of spell or magical effect or something? Hey, little guy, are you lost? It's definitely got Sedani's attention. Don't know about Prism.
He's looking at it from atop the column and just like making silent grabby hands, but not moving.
So as they're looking at it, I want it to come towards us.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's heading over that way. Wait, oh. I think that's some...
I'm gonna get it.
That's one of Siva's tricks. I think they want us to go. Prism, I think they want us to go with them. They might have found the way forward.
Okay, I just gotta be really quiet because there's another worm. She'll just maybe like fly off of the column, but like hover in the air next to Sedani and see what happens.
The good news is the way forward is away from those things.
Yeah.
We'll quietly move over in that direction.
And you two have control of your characters. Sivir.
Yes. I will jump down as to not go near the spores. I'll use slow fall to try and be quiet. How does one reduce height in Tailspire?
Control
like
click.
Got it. And then just get out of the menu. There we go. I'll make my way over towards the little narwhal. Oh, I'm still floating. Oh my goodness.
Whee.
We got your message. Loud and clear, 10-4.
Bye.
Welcome. We found a whole Ascarin, so it's best going this way than to follow a big worm.
Okay.
That sounds good.
Fine. Yeah, I'm still floating, but
I can turn off flying once I disable.
yay. Boing.
Disable.
Boing.
Hey.
I'm gonna
I
leave
still
the
can't
familiar
rotate my screen, but
E and Q don't work for you.
oh, I forgot I haven't used this program in weeks. Okay, I got it now.
All right. Forward we move.
Oh.
There is vegetation. There are vines, there are plants, there are flowers. There are remnants of bones. There's trails of mucus. There's the mold on the walls is getting thicker as you get deeper into this cave. Ilyana pulls out her disc and she just sends a little and in reply she gets a little click back in response.
Okay.
Does anybody want to interact with anything?
Yeah. I'm gonna. I think I'm gonna go towards the bones and see if they resemble the ones I dug up. the few ones.
I'm gonna bring your familiar with you so you have light. And Prism Jadani.
I just realized I have 60 feet of dark vision, which I didn't know.
Yeah.
I'm going to hang at the back of the group. I'm going to stick with the group, but I'm going to be actively looking around, like watching our back, watching there's nothing come behind us, look around alternate paths for anything and everything.
Okay. And Prism?
Investigating the plants directly to her, in front of her.
Okay. Do you want to smell them, touch them, taste them?
Start with touch and work our way to smell.
Okay. Are we going for the fungus, the leaves, or the flower?
The flower. If she has to like fly above it to like only touch the flower, then she would.
Okay. As you touch the flower, I need you to make me a Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
There it is.
Hmm. 13.
You needed a 15.
Okay.
It's strange. This flower is so big, but so delicate. And as you touch it, you realize it's not really a normal flower. It's a bunch of mites. And as you touch it, I'm assuming with your non-spoony fingers, they burrow into the skin. And you are incubated. It's going to cause... Roll me a d6.
Okay. 4.
Yeah. The infestation, you are now a host, is going to take 4 days. And over the course of the next couple days, they're going to give you boils where they gather throughout your body. And if you come into contact with that hand touching other creatures, you will be spreading this contagion.
Okay.
Yeah, so you will develop things like pustules. Let's see. You're lucky to have it on your hand. If it was on other parts of your body, you wouldn't be able to wear clothes because of the excruciating pain. Think like shingles. Like we've all heard stories, right? And then at the end of the incubation period, the mites will burst from your skin, and those damage dice will be for that day.
Okay.
It reminds me, I really want to see the new Alien movie.
Yeah.
As they go into you, the vines kind of take like a breath in. Instead of looking a little withered, they get a little bit more life. And Jadani, you're watching everything, and Sivir, you're going up to these bones, and they've basically been shit out. They are in some stage of decomp. They're touching mucus. There's vines and spores everywhere here. It's very, very thick. There had to have been a herd of these lichworms here. And you kind of hear as these vines start to be more, let's say, lively. They start being lively in a direction, and a voice kind of echoes off of the walls.
Welcome. Come on in. Get closer. Give me your praise. I will bestow to you a gift unlike any other. Free me. And all for you.
And
Did it say-
that echoes off of all the walls.
Give me your praise? Was that it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep, Lich with the praise kink. Who would have thought?
I knew it. Okay. Is
guess-
Prism at all conscious of what happened to her, or does she have no idea?
Have you seen mites before, Prism?
Nature? I don't know.
Go ahead. If you get a 10 and above, yes. 10 and below, something just burrowed into your fucking hand.
Ooh, 19.
Okay. You know what mites are. But this is something you've never come across. It is burrowing into your hand. You can kind of see it underneath your crystalline flesh. If you were more, fleshy, it would kind of bump and roil a little bit more, but it's having trouble making it too far down your fingers because of your structure.
I have a really intrusive thought. But I'm gonna keep it in my back pocket, because if they stay in the general direction of her hand, then, do I get the sense that, okay, so their progress is impeded, they're, kind of stuck in the hand?
Yeah.
Can I see how many of them are?
Oh, roll me a D100.
Okay.
Just one D100?
There might be multiple. Thank you, Orskool, for the raid. Welcome, everybody.
Cocked. Okay. D10.
And if I don't think it's high enough, I'm going to add more.
68.
Oh, just one more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, sure.
Yeah.
Well, okay, so if they're all gathered in her hand, but it looks like they're struggling to travel past, then I think she's just going to keep an eye on it.
Mm-hmm.
And
Tomorrow, or after a long rest, we'll add another D100 for just how many more mites are going down your flesh. In fact, we'll roll a D4. So 1, it'll stay at your hand. 2, it'll make it to your elbow. 3, your shoulder. On a 4, you're going to have so many boils and blisters along your entire arm, it'll be unfunctional. Anyways. Hello, Raiders! Welcome. You came in at a great time. Hi. But also, you're a cleric. There are probably things that could be done. Ilyana's also got a med bay on the ship. Depending on how much time or how much it seems to bother you, we could consider addressing the issue should you survive.
Okay. I've got one idea, but it might have to wait till we're in combat.
I think hearing the voice calling out, and it was loud and echoing. You said, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think trying to be quiet has gone out of the picture, so to speak. Sorry, I don't want to disappoint you, but we've already taken up employment and we're contractually obliged to see out this current employment until we consider any future options. So, thank you for your offer, but we are currently engaged in other work, as it were.
Mm-hmm.
I'm in your head. Don't say no to power, child. I offer great, and many gifts.
I'm pretty sure I've heard offers like this before. There's always an if or a but, or also kind of like, oh, by the way, there's always a thing.
All I require is release.
Well, when someone asks me for release, they usually mean something else. But I mean, if that's what it is,
really good. If that's what it is.
I mean, I don't feel particularly bad at the moment. Actually, like I'm not doing too bad. Actually, how are you?
I've been better. Kind of a little bit lonely over here. Why am I telling you my life story?
Oh, people have I just have that effect on people. I don't know, maybe it's my voice.
Maybe it is your voice. You have a nice voice. Why don't you come? Sit around for a while.
Punctuation is very important in a sentence, my friend.
Right.
Let me tell you. It's absolutely going to be made a soundbite.
I'll be eagerly waiting.
Then I hope you're very patient, because you'll be waiting a while. Guys, what are we doing? Big, deep voice person. They want to come or something. That's not really my thing.
Well, I mean,
Did we hear that as well?
that one was in Shadani's head.
Okay, and could we hear Shadani?
Yes, you hear Shadani.
Yeah, I was saying out loud.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay.
And Siver, you are at a dead end. I'm just letting you know.
Okay. Well, this is a dead end. Who are you talking to? Is it the guy from before? Who is he? And I ask Sudani.
Would I know? Do you think? Is that
you guys didn't get that information from the town. You got.
We didn't get that information from the town.
I have something for this. Have we gotten a sense at all if it's celestial, elemental, fae, fiend, or undead, if these creatures are?
And how would you ascertain that? There, Prism, what are you burning?
I'm thinking of, I keep looking for divine sense, but that's wrong class.
That's Paladins.
Yeah. I keep forgetting that manifesting the wings only lasts for a minute, so the wings are gone. Yeah. Let's say, trying to recall if anything about them seems at all familiar. History?
I mean, I don't think from a voice you're going to be able to tell if it's undead. And you've been infested with bugs. The bugs are not undead.
Okay.
But they are alien.
All
Has
right.
there been any screaming or shouting that I missed? Anyone making noise?
I think we're all quiet now.
I mean,
Okay.
Sudani was talking out loud in response to the voice.
Okay. No, we're okay right now. There's another way around this way around the flower. I mean, might as well keep pushing. We haven't even found C yet.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's go find C. I want to see C.
Boing, boing.
Yeah, how far do you want to go, Bridget? Go put yourself how far you want to go. Go ahead. You and Patch. Go ahead.
I couldn't see because of the wall.
It's okay. Do it. Go. Explore. And then consequences.
Okay.
Go.
Okay.
Oh, you had to go say my favorite C word, consequences.
Ooh. I hopped up on this little platform here.
So that our friends can see where you guys are, I'm just gonna go ahead and enable torches on everybody.
Oh.
And then Siver, how far do you want to go?
I think I'm just gonna be following Ilyana.
Okay. And your familiar?
My familiar can scout ahead, and maybe I can stay still and use my familiar senses to see what's up ahead.
Okay, and Illy will definitely be your eyes and ears while that's happening. We will first start with Prism. Prism, you
Okay.
don't have your wings, so you climbed up there?
Uh-huh.
Were you being quiet?
I think so. She's mainly hanging back
Roll me
away
stealth.
from everybody. All right.
13. If you fail, roll me a d6.
9.
D6, please.
Okay. 6.
Help! Help, please! Please, please! Captain!
You hear a scream. Shadani,
Yes.
see where you made it.
I'm peeking around this corner.
Which corner? The one to the right? The one to the
one-
left? Or the one in front of you?
Oh, that's a lot of corners, actually. I'll probably do a quick 180.
Yeah.
Look across all of them.
Yeah. There's a fucking worm to your left.
Of course.
There's a flying floaty fish to your front. And then there is a big fucking worm to your right. Siver,
All right.
through your fiche,
Mhm.
you see we're just gonna pretend this is C, but actually the first thing we're gonna do is you see a little goblin girl fall down. Boom, there's a rock. She sees the fish. She moves towards it. Plants. Boom, there's a rock. She's just casting mirror image over and over again as she moves forward. Forward. Boom, there's a rock. And she makes it to the fish.
Nice.
And
So the fish will cautiously approach her and try to boop her. But Seaver, in the meantime, because I think the only senses that are shared are sight and hearing, right? So I can still talk. And Captain, I found her. She's over that way. Well, where the fish has gone.
okay. Now let's see what happens as a result of the scream. Shall we?
Sure.
Yeah. And Shidani, would you stay there or would you move forward?
I actually have an idea.
Yes.
I'm gonna move back. Well, I'm gonna do something and then I'm gonna move back afterwards. I'm gonna look over to the space where the big worm is. And I'm looking at like the nearest wall to it or the nearest pillar, just an area of stone. And I'm gonna cast Thaumaturgy.
Okay.
Because I can cast it at a point that I can see for it to make a sound. So from this stone wall next to it, we're going to hear that very familiar loud dolphin sound, which is going to ring out. And then I'm going to step back, hoping that has drawn lots of attention
And
elsewhere.
it does get a lot of attention because to your left, a bunch of fucking worms. A huge one. Small one. A herd of these creatures roiling, fighting with each other. One bites a chunk out of the other as it moves forward because flesh is in the way. What do you do when there's flesh? You take a good old bite.
Danger noodles.
Danger noodles. And you see the little goblin girl back up to the wall. Rock. She's trying to make herself very small as the fish keeps her company. And you know what? I think that is a great place for us to take a bio break. Yay!
Hell yes!
Thank you guys for coming to hang out with us today as we mess with danger noodles and tunnels. Don't forget to give us a follow, subscribe if you haven't already, and join the Discord as we've opened Quest Junkies Academy, and we have our GMs posting fun little projects there so that when you're free, you have a chance to come play. We have offline one-shots, we have pre-records for more sessions to bring to you guys, and we'd love to have you. And we will BRB. Boop. Okay. I guess bio break. I think I need to mute myself. Right? Oh. Yeah. Did they miss everything? Oh no.
No.
Oh
back
no. You guys, I'm so sorry. I don't know why it carried over like that. But thank you for letting us know. Okay. So let's just rewind a little bit. Strahdalicious is going up into the hole to go see what's on the other side after our little goblin girl C came down and was like, I touched
A flesh sack. It was really, really gross, and it's frightening. It smells bad. It's sticky and icky. I don't like it.
and then I gave C control of C as Sky, and Ilyana has Mist of Rhea, and as like a little gift for her bestie, she made her bestie as a goblin girl. And that's what you missed. And then now I really want them to hear the might thing again.
Sure.
Yeah. So
Take
we'll
two.
just pick up right there. Yeah.
So she'll approach Ilyana and just go, Illy, I think I'm in trouble, and hold up her hand and twist it back and forth so that the 69 mites that invaded her flesh are visible.
Yeah. Kind of like a fucked up snow globe. Let's see. We can cut it off. If it's like an infestation or disease.
That was my first thought, but if you have anything for this, I could do that too.
I mean, we can either try magic or you could lose your hand. I mean, I'm not partial to either. I don't know if you're partial. It is one of your parts, I guess.
If the magic doesn't work, then yeah, we can chop my hand off.
Awesome. Okay. Let's see. Oh. Lesser restoration does blinded, deafened, paralyzed, or poisoned, and this is a disease.
So it would need greater?
I think so. Do I have that? Oh, I have greater invisibility, but not greater restoration. You know what? I think there might be a book on the ship, so we can either cut off your hand now, or we can just kind of wait it out until we can get to the med bay.
I can try something, but it might hurt a lot.
Love.
Okay.
So I'd like to try inflict wounds, like, on all of the things, kind of like open little wounds on all of them to take them out.
So inflict wounds, you'll have to touch them and you'll have to touch her. So we can either I'd say slice Prism's hand open and you can put your fingers inside. Yes, Patch?
Can you cast through your familiar? Because then that removes the need to physically touch them.
True.
Turn the fish into an anteater.
Literally.
Maybe can the familiar also eat the worms as they
Just eat the hand.
I mean, fuck it, sure.
It is like a magical kind of fey thing, so I'm hoping that it's fine.
I would be remiss if I didn't take this opportunity for whatever we're doing next to cast a Death Ward at 4th level on herself.
Okay.
Okay, so yeah.
To make this easier on your familiar, I can try to open a hole in Prism. Or give her a good gash so we can really get in there.
Oh, okay, going directly inside Prism?
Well, she's got diamond. She's got that hard diamond exterior.
I had some thoughts about this, actually.
All right.
And she's just going to clap a hand to her arm, like judging the distance of like how far the bugs have traveled. And, oh, I do have a cantrip. I could always just not waste a spell slot and just do a cantrip.
Or your spell slot.
But no. Dark Maiden's Moonfire. And it's not a lot of damage, but just attempting to break her skin enough to open it. It's a 19 to hit. She's got a 15 AC.
Right.
And so, like, she hopes by, like, targeting that area that she only breaks it open enough to, like, cause, like, an immediate wound. And I'll roll damage, because why not? It's a 7 radiant damage, so her skin, it's almost like one of those blinding camera wipes of, like, Hollywood style, so it's like a blinding flash for a minute, and she just, yelps like a dog that's underfoot, I imagine.
And at this moment, Sivir, you're familiar can address it can feast upon the gash.
Never change, Sky.
And you can cast your spell.
You know what? We can change campaigns, we can change characters, but the femme fatales are truly forever alive and well on Fridays at QuestJunkies.
Love you guys.
I mean, my inflict wounds. Okay, so I guess the inflict wounds I'm doing on the actual worms.
Yeah, so
Because I wanted to do basically the same. I wanted to open wounds on the flesh.
Yeah, so because it's open, you'll be able to do the inflict wounds on the worms itself instead of accidentally just doing it on Prism. And how we'll address that is your damage is going to hit regardless. I want you to roll me a D100, and that's how many die.
Me?
So if you can wipe out all 69, nice, then she's okay. If you can't, it's tomorrow's problem.
Oh no, that's only 15.
15 less, she's still the world's shittiest snow globe.
Would a spirit guardians even would that kill anything with? Okay.
No, it's a disease. You would have to. I mean,
Decision dice. Okay. Alright, she sees that some of them are still there.
the majority is still there.
She freaks out and just says, I don't like it, I don't like it. Slaps her hand to her arm again and does a first level guiding bolt on her arm.
Okay. Okay.
It's a 23 to hit.
Do your damage to yourself.
Guidance.
Guidance.
Okay. Guidance.
Yeah.
It doesn't take her out exactly. It's 14 radiant damage, with the intent to sever the arm completely.
Okay. I think you break through it, and do you want some help?
Yeah.
You've gotten a good way through this arm. And, you know those popsicles you get, and it's like plastic and it's skinny in the middle and you have to crack them open? in the middle?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna roll to popsicle you.
Okay.
Love the fact that all this is happening as I'm just trying to look through a hole. I've missed all of this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does a 16 hit?
Yeah.
And do you resist at all?
No.
Okay, so I think working together, we crack you open real good. Your hand drops to the ground.
How much damage?
You are going to take three damage. That's it. Not too big.
I'm still up.
You're still up.
Ooh.
Are the bugs fully gone?
The bugs are just in the hand.
Yeah.
That's now on the ground. Yeah. So now you're
Okay.
handless.
Nobody touch it.
Anyone got any
Well-
spoons?
Well, I've got specimen containers. One moment, and she'll go through her bag and pull something out, and then we will terrarium the hand for later study, observation, or sell. We recycle body parts here.
Yeah.
With that said and done,
Gonna
I need-
go ahead and
yeah.
cure wounds at 3rd level.
Okay. Because
Ooh.
we just did some fuckery, roll me a d4.
Okay.
Mm.
2.
The removal of your hand is going to give you a -2 to all saving throws and checks that require movement. Very fitting.
Okay.
Shidani.
Oh, I finally got up to this hole. I hope there's something really interesting there and I haven't missed anything important.
I'm, for the sake of simplicity, I'd say from your vantage point, peeking around, there is green, misty glow over to your left. Worms in front of you, down the caverns a bit, and to the right, just more caverns. You're next to the fleshy sack. You don't see any more fleshy sacks down the way, but just vegetation and light.
Well, you know what they say, follow the light. I'll turn around and sort of be like, guys, I think I found the way forward. Here, Prism, take my hand.
One hand.
Yeah, if you're gonna help Prism up, I want you to give me a strength and Prism give me a dex. You're just gonna be at 10.
Okay.
Strength.
As she just a stub now.
18.
Okay?
So -2?
Yeah. Because this is
13.
the movement one. 13. You guys beat a 10 together, like Shidani. Easy enough for you to just pull her up. She weighs nothing. But Prism, it's a little awkward. You've got your mace. You can't like quite move it out of the way, and it's kind of scraping shit. And now you've got like kind of phantom hand. You could go to try to hold onto the wall. And it's just nub. It's just nub into rock. But you make it up with Strahdalicious. Do you guys pop on over, or do you plot Prism on the other side and then help the others? Claire.
I will pop Prism down on the other side, and I'll make sure everyone gets through. I want to be the last through.
All right, I'm gonna say I'm not gonna make little goblin girl fail things. She's gonna get over easy enough.
Yeah, I'm gonna help C go up, and then go up myself.
Perfect. We're gonna get your familiar over there. Do I gotta make your familiar stop flying to get over there? Yeah. What's the worst that could happen? You know, nothing.
Because it's already happened.
Yep.
Ooh.
I can't see until I move over. Okay. Gosh dang. All right, Strahdalicious, are you gonna pop on down after you pop on over?
Yes. I get down there and I look. Prism? What the fuck is wrong? Why is there just a nub?
I'm
You
not
always had to-
infected anymore. I was infected by the plants. Don't touch the
That's
plants. Whatever you do, don't touch the plants.
I'm not a vegetarian, so I think I'll be good.
The flowers are evil.
Good to know. Looking very confused at the others, like, I feel like I missed something important. You okay? Are we good? Should we keep going?
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay, I saw this funky light over there. Sort of
Okay.
head to the front and point the way.
Yep. Go ahead and make your way over. Do your thing, and then we'll talk about consequences. Because the reason why I'm doing it this way, hi chat, is they have access to the same map I do. So they're visually seeing all sorts of goodies. So they can go ahead and play and explore.
So I'll keep heading forward. Actively looking for any potential threats or hazards. I see a big fleshy sack over there. Is that going to be a problem?
Fleshy sack you've seen?
I mean, there's been many in my day, but you know.
Okay.
I'll keep looking back, see if everyone's following me. Oh, is it just me? I'm on my own? Okay then.
No, you're not on your own.
Yeah, now that
Out.
she's following Strahdalicious.
I'd say C is following as well, excitedly, but Seaver is staying behind cautiously.
Okay. Ooh. All right. And yes, you do see a flashy sack up on the wall. But let's start talking about the rest of the chamber. passage opens up to wide caverns with a low ceiling. Jagged stalactites jut down with unusually sharp points. A gooey gray and red fungus cling to almost every surface, and it smells. It smells like death, like rot flesh. And there's fleshy sacs that hang from the ceiling, and they move subtly. Whatever inside of them quivers and writhes. Keep it together. At the far end of the room, the gray and red fungus seethes and steams in this huge pile. One clawed hand protrudes from a portion, but what you see is a skull made out of plants.
Ooh.
It's massive, 25, 30 feet tall. The gaping maw. And there's a pulsing, a thrumming throughout this entire cavern. It's damp. It seeps. And, Sivir. There is a pool board. Do you wish to follow that instinct?
Yes.
How far in?
Can I roll?
Sure.
Just like,
do
yes.
do your thing.
Okay. Okay, so I rolled a 19. I'd say I go a couple steps more, and I stop and I try to assess the situation.
Okay. Ilyana is going to be right next to you. She's going to hit you with a guidance. Your familiar is going to float. And don't forget, if you have... I'm not moving Bridget or Patch. We'll deal with that when you guys want me to. The little goblin girl.
Mm-hmm.
Where do you want her?
She would be with everybody else, like besides Ilyana, I think.
Okay. Let me change the music.
Oh, is it really moist in here?
The air is so thick. The humidity is so heavy you almost choke on it, and the stench. Would you like to send your familiar forward to do some scouting?
Yes.
Do you want to look through its eyes?
Yes.
and forward your fish floats towards... Those almost kind of look like teeth. As you get closer on your little exploratory expedition, there are these metal runes, almost like blocking a mouth, keeping it choked, almost like it can never fully breathe. And right beyond the slats is another statue, a statue of the all-knowing mother. And in her hand, there is a book. See if I can get lower for the chat to see. There we go. There's a book that calls to you. This is what you've been looking for. You feel it with every fiber of your being. And the rest of you, I need you to roll me perception checks. If you want to roll perception checks for C, feel free. I'll roll one for Ilyana.
14.
Okay.
19.
Natural 20.
Ooh.
For a total of what?
26.
Natural 20 for a 27.
Bitch, I'm so killing you. We are not paying you. Okay. So your focus is on this book. You see this book. This is your goal. You can choose to do a few things, and I want you to think it through. You can try to grab that book with your very helpful familiar. It would make getting through there a lot easier. Jidani and Ilyana become alert. It's almost like the walls, they kind of undulate, like, no, undulating is the wrong word. They kind of compress a bit, almost like an exhale, like a rib cage. The sacks up on the ceiling, the giant flesh sacks, they start to ripen and get thicker. They get bigger. And they quiver a little more.
They shiver and quiff.
Shiver and quiff. I'm going to need everybody to just give a head and roll me initiative.
Oh boy.
As we fight some fleshy sacks. Potentially, we'll see.
I think Patch knows what's going on here.
Yeah.
Don't know about Strahdalicious, but
Yeah,
I do.
precisely.
7.
All right.
I got a 9.
It's a 5 for Seaver and a 15 for C.
Oh, cool. It's putting all of your initiatives here. I don't have to fucking do it. Auto roll initiative. Okay. Start. Our little goblin girl is the first up. She's got a 21, if that read correctly.
Oh, I rolled manually with a 15.
Oh, 15. Let me put her as 15 then.
Because I can't roll with that cursor.
Got it. Okay, so let me just double check. Where did Prism go? Oh, Prism.
I
really
rolled
low.
real dice. Yeah, I got 7.
at 7? Okay, I'm just going to double check everybody's initiative. Prism's at 7. Sivir, 5?
5. Yes.
Jadani,
9.
15? 9. Okay. Ilyana's at 18. Our little goblin girl is at 15.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. For Ilyana's turn, you're gonna get in some shit, but then you're never really prepared when you're a DMPC. She's going to use. Oh, I know what to use, and then I don't have to think. We're going to use what's it called? It's been a while since I played her. Fucking the vitality one, Twilight Sanctuary. Yes.
Twilight Sanctuary, yeah.
So with Twilight Sanctuary, you're all going to gain 8 temp HP. You will be able to end one effect, which is Charmed or Frightened. 30 feet around us is all lit up, and this is good until I'm incapacitated or die. If you end your turn here for the temp HP, we're just gonna work it off of whenever I roll it. I'll just roll it for everybody.
Cool.
And then I don't have to think. Bonus action, she will Healing Word Prism for plus spellcasting modifier for 6 HP.
Hey, thanks.
Mm-hmm. And she's gonna stay here by the exit. Next up is C.
Captain, what are we doing then? This all looks very flammable. Should we light it up?
Have fun. It's a little moist. Try not to blind us with the steam.
I don't really have anything to light things up. But do I try and cut it off? I don't know. I think I'm just gonna stay there and be prepared for something like stay in. Yeah.
Okay. Then
I guess
that, yeah.
Well, if I hold an action, I can't do a bonus action, right?
Well, you could do a bonus action and then hold your action.
Okay. Then I'll just give a bardic inspiration to Strahdalicious.
Okay. All right. Bardic inspiration is how many dice?
1d6.
Okay.
1d6. Yeah.
Strahdalicious, it's your turn.
Oh boy. Okay. Just for fun, I started a little prediction in the chat. So, folks in the chat, if you have 10 minutes to vote, and if you win, you get channel points. Apparently. Will the Space Stories crew survive, or will it be a TPK? Place your votes now. All right. So looking around, what looks like the most active imminent threat right now, if anything?
Nothing quite yet, but it is really interesting that the walls are almost breathing, and that you see all these, like, what do they look like? Branches. They're starting to move and the flesh sacs are growing. So, really take your pick.
There's something about these fleshy sacs.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing.
I've got a bit of a half an idea. I don't know if it's any good, but I'll call out loud. Hey, Mr. Spooky Voice Person from before. Are these like your tonsils or something? Because we can remove them with force.
I can't actually speak. My mouth is blocked. They're not my tonsil, but my fingers are everywhere.
Well, if you could spare a couple of my friends lost her hand, and I will. Let's go for. Oh, fuck! I don't have darts anymore because I lost everything with the deck of many things.
You did, and you still have the deck of many things.
We do?
I'm saving that for a TPK potentiality.
For those of you just joining us, Patch drew 7 cards from the deck of many things. It was a ride.
I lived as well. But for how long? I am going to bonus action. What's it called? The monk thing. Patient defense. I'm going to spend a key point for patient defense. And I'm going to hold my action for if someone hits out, they're going to get a punch to the fucking face or fingers or whatever it is that I'm going to punch it.
Okay.
So I'm holding.
All right. If you're holding, next is Prism, the one-handed Prism. Now, keep in mind, not all of your saving throws are at disadvantage. It's anything that involves movement. That requires a saving throw.
About how far away is the closest flesh sack?
The flesh sack, the closest one to you, let's see. There's one that's up in the air about 30 feet behind you. There's one up in the air about 45, 50 feet up there in the what could be presumed to be fingers.
Gonna go for the 30 feet one.
Are you gonna
guiding bolt? Not moving toward it. Guiding bolt.
Okay.
And that'll be at 2nd level. Does a 28 hit?
Yes, it does.
Okay. And that'll be 14 points of radiant damage.
That radiant damage bursts open that fleshy sack, and out of it, 5 lickworms tumble to the ground, and they come to life. They've got these little bitty eyes. They've probably got about 8 on each body that start opening.
Bonus action, spiritual weapon. near the worms.
Okay. I would spawn in a bunch, but I don't want to. I don't want to break my map. So,
Fair.
We're theater of the mind in that. Okay, guys, I can only be so cool with these maps. Okay, so your spiritual weapon, do we want that to go right after your turn?
I believe so, yeah.
Okay. Let me bring the worms into initiative. Okay. We have 8 lickworms. Anything else?
I think the spiritual weapon goes like on my next turn, or does it go
Yes,
right
it
after
does.
me?
It goes
My
on
next
your
turn,
next
okay.
Mm-hmm.
That'll be me then.
Okay. The lickworms are surprised they're not going to enter initiative right now. So we're going to go to Sivir.
Okay, so Seaver, his eyes are dark and cloudy as his senses are still in the fish, but his expression lights up, and meanwhile, the Ripple, the goldfish, will go closer and try to grab the book.
Yes. Ripple is easily able to take the book. And those of you who are on the outside unclouded, I wouldn't say prism, but I'm going to go ahead and give this to our nat 20s. The room very quickly constricts.
Oh boy.
Yes. And as it constricts, blood starts squirting from the walls and the ceilings, making it exceptionally difficult for the characters to see everything that's happening. Rokan will also burst any of his remaining flesh sacs. More worms enter the playing field. So we have 2 swarms of lickworms. And you've got the book. With your movement, would you like to try to exit with the book and come back to yourself, since your flying speed is pretty good?
Yes.
Once your familiar gets to you with that book, do you want to take it from them?
Yes. At this point, I'm not even resisting the pull anymore.
Of course. Why would you? Go ahead and make me a charisma saving throw. The DC is 17.
Okay. That's lower. It's 12.
Did I give you guidance?
No.
Well, do you have resistance to necrotic?
Yes, actually. Wait. Yeah. It's somewhere here, but I should. Yes. Resistance to necrotic.
All right, let's go ahead and roll our dice. Look at this cat. Isn't it amazing?
That's some D6s.
Yeah. Okay. Wow.
With your resistance, I need you to go ahead and take half of 82 necrotic damage.
So how much is that? My math? That's
41.
41?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm there. Oh, wait, what? I wasn't. Oh, the temp HP. Oh, Ilyana
Yeah.
saved
Let's go.
me. I barely hold on, but I
Yeah.
have the book in my hands.
Siver.
And I feel like blood is coming out of my eyes.
Ellie. Thank you for letting me out. Protege?
Siver, your alignment is now neutral evil.
Okay.
Okay. So next is the partial being of Broken. So fun. Let's go ahead. I don't need his little sheet. I've got this. I made myself a little fold out to make my life easier. We're gonna multi-attack. Or you know what? How about let's odds evens. Someone roll me. If it's an odd, you're gonna get fucking hit physically. If it's an even, it's gonna be magic. Go ahead, someone roll. Odds evens. Tell me what the answer is.
2.
A 2. Great. Magic. Okay. Let's see what spells we've got. Ooh, this one's fun. Everybody here. That's a good. A 20-foot sphere is going to hit. It's a wisdom saving throw 18.
I made it with a natural 20.
Fucking amazing. Because it's
Holy
a natural
shit.
20, it's not gonna hit you. I'm gonna say
Oh,
that's
damn.
that's really cool. I'm so proud of you.
Everybody.
7.
So, wisdom 17 for Seaver and only an 8 for C.
Okay. Ilyana also stop pressing spacebar to roll things. Ilyana also got a natural 20 for a 26. If you failed, you will take 15 damage. That'll be piercing damage as larvae and insects just come out of the fungus and mold and descend upon you, biting you. It doesn't feel very good, but thankfully for Jidani, she basically has like a body that's festering with something already. They don't want to bite it. She's really fucking gross.
It's like I said, I'm already employed.
Mm-hmm.
How much was
I
it?
have a question.
Yes.
15.
15.
Would that trigger
Like,
my held action from last turn?
Oh, for sure.
Cool. So I'm gonna, if you'll allow, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. I have 45 feet of movement speed. I can just get to these teeth-like looking things.
Uh-huh.
And I'm gonna punch one with
Okay.
my held action.
Okay.
And I am going to use Draconic Strike as I am a Way of the Ascendant Dragon Monk. And we're going to make this... We're going to make this lightning damage.
Okay.
Because I'm punching what looks like a tooth, so I want to...
Yeah.
That is going to be a modifier 19 to hit.
Totally hits.
Hell yeah. Let's roll this virtually. That's just an unarmed strike. So that is 8 points of lightning damage. I bash the tooth.
Amazing. Let me see if it is... It's not vulnerable to lightning. Okay. You crack that tooth. Congratulations. Let's see, who else was holding an action? That was C.
C. So who's around us? Like, where are the worms and stuff that...
The bugs are swarming you. The worms have dropped down on the other side of this cave. They're not super close yet. And then Prism is dealing with the closer worms that she released.
Yeah, I feel like as soon as the bugs would swarm us, she would go, yeah, gross, and just slash with psychic blades. So that's an 11 to hit.
Totally hits.
Okay. And then the next one is 20, unnatural. So let me roll. So it's 5 and a 3 of psychic damage.
Perfect. You're able to...
As I'm just slashing.
Yes, you're able to slash much of the infestation. I'm going to go ahead and say with the natural 20, you're able to put enough
Unnatural.
Unnatural.
Sorry, unnatural, yeah.
Okay. I'm going to say with your psionic power, it's going to release like a radial type burst and able to get a lot of the bugs. Just to make it feel a little more fulfilling. There's still a few out there, but you've reduced the damage quite significantly. Anything else?
That's it, I think. Yeah.
And no one else is
Yeah, because I had already done the bonus action.
Perfect. So, basically, 6 seconds has eclipsed. We're at the top of initiative. The toothy maw comes down a little bit further. The eyes, instead of being face on, they're starting to bend down towards you. The structure of these walls are getting tighter, starting to come in. Who wants to roll me a d4?
Oh, me. I'll do it.
Okay.
2.
2. And you didn't have anything covering your mouth. So spores release throughout the entire cave. If you have something covering your mouth, you're going to roll with advantage. But here's what's going to happen. If you fail with a dex... No. We're going to say a constitution saving throw of 15. If you fail, the genus spore is going to enter your nasal passages. It's bitter in taste and color. You are going to get a rush of adrenaline throughout your entire body, and you're going to have advantage on dexterity and initiative. Not that that matters for you now, but you're going to have disadvantage on wisdoms. This spore is not addictive. So if any point you guys just want to choose to be high, you can choose to fail your saves.
Well,
I rolled an 18.
Okay, you were fine.
5.
5. So you have advantage on dexterity, disadvantage on wisdom. So that -2 you had from earlier, we can say that's gone. This is good shit.
Okay.
I like drugs.
Prism's pupils just expand until they're saucers.
Mhm. And Siversea,
Ooh, Seaver got a natural 20.
amazing.
Probably because of the bandana. But C, was it a Constitution saving throw?
Yeah.
14.
Okay. Well, little C, is on drugs now.
Yeah.
So advantage on dex, and disadvantage on wisdom. Ilyana is going to, let me just open. Twilight Sanctuary, I'll roll for that again. All of you get 13 temporary HP.
Ooh. Okay.
And she's going to move back a bit to make sure everybody stays within a 30-foot radius, but she's also protecting the concentration it takes to keep it up. Strahdalicious is outside of that radius. She does not have temp HP outside of what
Gotcha.
she already has.
Mhm.
And to keep it easy, I'm just going to say that so we can move on and let you guys be the stars of the show. Next is C, our little goblin girl.
Okay, so I think I'm. I think I'm just gonna keep slashing, and these bags are disgusting. And yeah,
You should see if they're tasty. I mean, and then why don't you come on over here? The walls are making me a bit uncomfortable.
okay. So what should I do, Captain?
Probably get the fuck out of there and let them figure it out.
Okay. So I go inside and I guess I'll go near Shudani. She seems the most capable one.
Okay.
So I just want to assist.
Okay.
I guess I'll give the help action
Okay.
to whatever she does.
So rather than leave, C chooses to help Strahdalicious. Beautiful. Anything else?
Yes. No, that's it.
Okay.
Just help action.
Strahdalicious.
Oh, and
Yeah.
before I go there, I do give bardic inspiration to Prism.
Beautiful.
Ooh.
That will be a D6 prison. Strahdalicious, you're up.
Okay, so everything around me is closing in.
Yep.
Interesting. I figured this was the case, but you know what? Let's make this interesting. Oh, do I want to do the dumb thing or the very dumb thing? That's the question. I'm gonna let, you know what? I'm gonna let the dice decide. Sky, roll me a die.
Okay.
Odds, I do the dumb thing. Evens, I do the dumb thing.
Okay. It's a 3. That's an odd.
Okay, so I don't do the dumb thing. But I do the dumb thing. I reach into my pocket
Mm-hmm.
and I pull out the deck of many things.
Do you have it near you, or do I need to grab mine?
I have mine here, so I can use mine.
Welcome to Fate of the Dice. And everybody coming to the stream, you've just got here in time to see the deck of many things get pulled. Declare how
Perfect
many
timing.
cards you are taking.
So we did 7 before.
Yeah.
Or should we roll for
This is
it?
this is a finale, and I like a nice round number. So let's say 3, so we have 10 total.
All right.
And if it's one I've already drawn, I redraw. Because we'll know.
That's not how the deck of many things works. The
Oh,
only card that is removed is the Fool. The Fool gets removed from the deck of many things. According to the deck, when you draw it, unless it says otherwise, it goes back in.
okay, cool. Right, first one. Oh,
The worst one!
the
What is
worst
it?
one.
The void.
The void
Oh,
card.
That's the worst one.
I guess I'm drawing the other 2 cards somewhere else. Or we can say it all happens at the same time. I don't know.
That's
The
instant
thing
death.
about the deck of many things is that it resolves in the order it's pulled.
But you know what?
Huh.
I think that's a bit lame. I'm gonna activate the Fates card that I pulled
Yes.
last session.
Okay. Okay.
And back in the deck it goes.
Okay.
So that's 1. 2 more.
And oh yeah, and by the way, we have another character here that drew from the deck and got wishes. Plural wishes.
That's true. You have 2 wishes.
She ain't gonna waste it on your ass. She's gonna use it for shinies.
I wish for a new hand.
No.
Wish for my
All right.
hand to be a spoon.
Number 2. Oh, that's what it's gonna be, isn't it? Number 2. Vizier.
Oh, I think I know that one.
That tells you what you need to know if you ask it a question.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting. We'll bank that, and then let's just quickly once more.
And you can have that card for up to a year.
Hell yeah, that's good to know. Last one. Flames.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh,
How fitting.
tell me about it.
So, as it is written on my instruction card,
Mhm.
a powerful devil or demon becomes your enemy. This enmity lasts until either you or the devil dies. Fun fact. Sidani is a Nephilim. She is half devil, half Asima. So she probably already has a lot of devil and demon kind after her. So this is perfect.
Mhm.
So she pulls these cards. Nothing seems to happen. Well, that was a bit anticlimactic.
What's that?
Oh, do you want to try one? Pick a card, any card.
I'm too far
Okay.
away otherwise. Yeah.
I pick one as well.
All right. Do you want me to just pick from the top, or from the bottom, or from the middle, or how do you want to do
The
this?
middle.
The middle. Okay.
This
So
is why
we're
I
just
give
gonna-
people things others are scared of.
All right. I'm just gonna half the deck and upturn it. So
Oh,
Just-
Jester.
Ooh.
Oh, you get
Oh yeah,
dumber.
we got that.
I think
no,
you
no.
get dumber.
Jester, you gain 10,000 XP,
Ah,
Oh.
Or you can draw 2 additional cards.
Oh. Let's draw 2 additional cards.
Let's
We're
go.
not doing anything with XP, so.
Look, how do we give
You're
QJ's
not what
favorite?
I am. I'm trying to get stronger. I'm a wizard.
How do we give Quest Junkie's favorite Chaos Gremlin GM the best finale?
Yes.
We draw like 30 cards from the deck of many things. Okay. Top, middle, bottom.
Bottom.
Bottom. I'll just do that. What's that? Flames!
Oh my god.
Oh.
You also get an enemy. And then for your second card, top, middle, bottom.
I'm in trouble.
Top.
Top. Rogue.
Ooh.
Oh. And I am a rogue.
An NPC friend of yours, the DM's choice, becomes hostile to you. The identity of your new enemy isn't known until the NPC or someone else reveals it.
Got it. I know what to do.
Amazing.
Love
So
it.
you draw 3 cards and there's an awkward silence. Nothing happens. Wow, maybe it's lost its powers. I don't know. Sorry about that.
Oh, well, it's okay. What should we do now?
I think we're inside a giant fucking mouth or something. We should probably get out, maybe.
Okay.
So, what would you class object interaction as an action or a bonus action?
Do whatever. Make it an action of its own. Let's have some fun. Theater of the mind.
Okay.
We're like loosely in initiative. So many things could happen.
Cool. So what I will do in that instance is, because C is a cute little goblin girl, I will, with consent, take hold of C. And I will... I will unfurl my wings with Step of the Wind, as when I use Step of the Wind, I can unfurl spectral draconic wings that give me a flying speed equal to my walking speed, which is 45 feet.
Okay.
And I will move us the hell out of this mouthy place.
They're coming!
Holy shit. That was...
Hell of a 6
And
seconds.
And she's just regarding the both of you. And we move on. Prism.
Okay. The worms are still like surrounding us, like they're like close, I'm imagining.
The worms would have dropped like right between this nook and cranny. They're kind of like wedged a bit. They're just blinking. They actually see you. They haven't had a chance to take any movement, any action, or anything yet. And they're going to have to make a roll to get out of that crevice as it is. So,
Okay.
whatever you want.
I'm gonna do Spirit Guardians at 3rd level.
Perfect.
So anything within 15 feet of me at this point, or
Your spirit guardians, are you choosing necrotic or radiant?
radiant?
All right. And your spirit guardians, what do those look like?
Well, similar to the kids' LED light-up toy that I posted in our call chat, which is her spiritual weapon. I'm imagining they look like blinking fairy lights. Like anyone who's ever hung string lights and has been able to set their pattern with a remote. rainbow LED blinking fairy lights in a 15-foot circle around Prism.
Amazing. Next up, I'm just thinking about some things.
Oh, spiritual weapon.
Steph got
I have that right after me.
Mm-hmm.
So anything that's near the spiritual weapon, I think I would attack. It's just a melee spell attack, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So just a d20 plus the modifier. I'm assuming I've never used spiritual weapon.
Let me. I don't have Illy's equipped, so I'm not remembering.
Yeah, I think it's the spellcasting modifier.
Oh, okay. It's an 11.
Okay. Between the spiritual guardians and the spiritual weapon, you're able to burn and cleave your way through these worms.
Okay.
What else would you like to do?
Seeing everyone is pretty much like retreating. Is that what I'm?
Is that what
running
they're
it
putting
out?
Together? If that's what it looks like.
That's
But
what
is
it
that
looks like.
Prism's putting together. Another day, another spoon.
Well, seeing Sidani use wings, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay, seeing that, she's probably going to attempt to follow Sidani and see.
Perfect. Anything else?
That's it.
Okay. Next up we have Sivir.
So, Seaver, as soon as he grabs the book, he opens it immediately and tries to just skim through it at the very least.
Oh, sweetheart. Okay. Sivir.
Mm-hmm.
Let me change the music here. The Book of 1,000 Deaths. I need you to make a charisma saving throw of 17.
Mm-hmm. Oh, cocked. That's a 14. No, wait, it's a 10. Just looking at the right thing.
Even worse. Okay.
Yeah.
You open the book, and immediately into your flesh, into your hand, a mark of darkness burns into it. And you are granted dark lore about one item of your choosing.
Ooh.
What would you like to know? And you must choose so now.
You must make a choice.
Could it be the book itself?
You want to know about me and my book?
Yes.
The next 3 days will be very long for you. You will read me front to back. You will caress every plea. You will cut yourself on every corner. You will know of darkness. You will know of disease. You will be able to remake yourself over and over again. The worms will be yours. The plagues will be yours. Your gaze will kill many. You are me now. And eventually you will be me. My sweet, sweet, sweet phylactery.
You get to escape with everybody else, but doing so comes at disadvantage. You're very distracted as your hands are used for reading. Your mind is used for reading. All you can do is take in information. You're not allowed to do anything else. You either die or you survive and then die later.
Siva is walking with, while reading the book, with a wicked grin on his face and eyes that are a mix of horror and excitement. What should I roll?
We're going to do a Constitution saving throw for you to be able to make your way to your friends and out of this chamber. I want you to go above a 10.
That's a 10 on the die, so 13.
Okay, let's see how far you get out of here. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. You are aiming to leave. You're familiar? Do you leave it? Do you bring it? Does it follow you? Is it now something different?
Oh, that's a natural 1, so I forget about it.
Okay.
And I think there's a range, I think it's 100 feet, and then it disappears. I might be wrong. But either way.
That's very good to know. And is that it for your turn?
Yes.
Next is what's left of the lich. The vines are going to reach out. Roll a d4. A 1, it goes to attack Strahdalicious. 2, Prism. 3, Goblin Girl. 4, Ilyana.
I thought I was muted. 3.
A 3, so it goes for the little Goblin Girl. Who is in Strahdalicious' arms, though.
Yes.
So, Strahdalicious, you see many armed branches coming at you. You can act as half cover for this girl. You can use a reaction to throw her away. You can try to do like a movement thingy because you're a motherfucking monk. But if not, I'm going to attack you and it's going to hurt.
I will try to outmaneuver, but if I can't, I will take the damage.
Okay. Let's, I think an 8 is going to miss.
Yes.
You see the branches coming towards you. Hi, B-Town, welcome. You see the branches coming towards you. You have the little goblin girl in your arms. Ilyana's watching her as well. She's very mindful of her friend. And Prism, are you looking away towards the exit or are you looking in towards the room?
If everyone else is headed for the exit, then I think that's where she would be going.
Okay. Then Jadani, Ilyana, and C look on this fish as it's floating and doesn't look confused. It's just, it follows the orders of its master. And it always has. And the room, as we hit 30 seconds, constricts and falls in on itself and is destroyed. The magic. And Sivir will never be able to conjure a fae.
It's true.
The fayness is torn out of you. You are other now. And I'm going to go ahead and remove us from initiative. And we're going to time travel. We're going to have a little skip. I just went to shit voice, my bad.
Yeah, that was cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let me put on happier music. This isn't healthy. Happy. This is a little sad. Here we go. I'm gonna go ahead and exit out of our Tailspire, so we can just focus on each other.
Okay.
Yeah.
When we exited, if we were looking up at the top of the caverns, there were a few hatches and doors along the way, but there's also that hole that was made earlier. It was good for an hour, and we didn't spend that long down here. Close to it, but not quite. Would we exit through our hole or try to take some random hatch?
I think stick to what we know.
Mm.
Yeah.
And Sivir would definitely have difficulty leaving, but our captain is going to Starlight step him up.
Oh.
As his hands are busy. Because of our interaction with the Mother Superior there, I'm assuming that we're going to be avoiding the town and the townsfolk and leaving. Yes?
Yes.
Yeah. Question.
Yes.
With the room collapsing, do we get the sense that like the rot is purged?
No. It's not purged, but it may over time. Things
Well.
take time to die. Yes.
It's funny you say that.
Mm-hmm.
I think, getting back up to the surface, she'll, just take a moment and, look at the soil, the rot, the bones. I wish all forms of the rot would be purged from this place.
Amazing. And just like that, motes of death and decay and spores fill the air. They coalesce and make a very tight sphere. And they collapse in on themselves over and over again. And they have no choice but to submit to the wish. The plants can finally breathe again. The farmers will actually be able to do their jobs. Unfortunately, all those people are still dead. And also, unfortunately, because nobody knows your wish, they assume that the church was right and their methods cured this place. I will say just passively, because I have them. There's like a bag here or there on the way out, and we would have probably just grabbed something just to see what it was. And we can divvy loot up when we get back to the ship, because there is loot. You walk away from Winterbrook. Ilyana taps her choker, and the cloak drops. The door opens, and a big hippo man welcomes you inside. Ilyana has your hand, and she takes it to the med bay to start studying it and to work on updating one of her crew members about research, extraction, and how to potentially reattach this limb. It will either work or it won't. We'll have fun with that at some point in time. In the kitchens, there's a feast prepared. As always, her crew really likes to celebrate successful relic runs with like a good reward, because sometimes the reward from the people that hire you, it's so soulless, the money. And the ship hits space. Sivir, you're going to spend 3 days with only this book, and you are going to suffer. You will gain 3 levels of exhaustion. But we will discuss what you gain. Jadani. Prism. Ilyana are in the mess hall. We're a few days in. We'll say about 2, 3, unless you guys want to RP other things. And some items that are found. We have a sack of holding with 10 silver pieces and 300 copper pieces. A beautiful piece of music over 2 pages, which becomes more overtly religious in the second half. It's a first level bard spell scroll. And it also acts as a first level cleric spell scroll. There is a component pouch embroidered bearing the name Glorbriel, the Indomitable Wizard Supreme. And your final loot. Nah, stupid. I don't like it.
I think that's literally Illy in character. I don't want that.
I don't want that. It's a piece of shit. Who's gonna want that? We have a
He eats it out of the spaceship.
basically. So we've got a war pick with a symbol of a crescent moon on it, and we're gonna go ahead and say that might be Salune. But now, Sivir,
Mm-hmm.
the book you read and the friend you've gained in your mind who will slowly take over your entire being. He was messing with magic, and as the lofty ambitions of some wizards who want to live for a long time to gain more power and more knowledge, he was very jealous of druids. Druids have a very long life expectancy. And he wanted to try to take that. His attempt at cloning of the earth from the earth to the earth. The human conditions made his ink run, and when water hits on ink, it smears it. You don't quite remember what the word or the sound was, or a specific line for a rune or incantation is with the spell. You kind of fuck it up, right? He ruined his own clone spell. He became a giant fungal plant and couldn't go anywhere for centuries. He failed. He was a failure in his lifetime. But now he gets the opportunity to try again. The access to this book, you can choose to go to the Temple of the All-Seeing, go back to the archives, but they're going to want that book. So you're either going to have to play dumb, and I'm sure you're going to use your bone rolling skills of what to do and why you need to go from planet to planet, because if it is found that you have this, you will be hunted to the ends of the earth. You have access to Diseased Clone. I actually have a whole list of fucked up shit this book can do. You are going to be a powerful lich if you survive long enough. And that's now your goal. And as for C, our little goblin girl, she's now
got an enemy somewhere and doesn't know about it. And this could be really bad.
Can I point out that she has in her inventory a staff of enemy detection?
Yeah. It's a great thing to point out. It's funny. It's funny how, like, the cards and everything come together to tell a story, isn't it? Her staff goes off. Someone on this ship is not her friend. And she walks with all of them. Every time she goes into the dining hall and everybody's grouped together, it goes off and she gets a little scared. It just sits with her in her chest. And then when it comes to dropping you guys off at different places throughout the galaxy, where do you go?
I'm happy to go first, if no one else has that information to hand. So Donnie wants to go home. She hasn't been home for a bit. So, destination Toril.
Okay.
Continent Faerun. City
Mm-hmm.
Elturel.
That's going to be a long trip, but we will make it. Prism.
Intrusive thought, best thought.
Mm-hmm.
Spends a number of days in solemn reflection and just ends days of prayer, silent chanting and prayer, just saying, Mistra, I think we should break up.
Oh, child. Nobody breaks up with me unless I get bored.
You're not bored of me?
No, child. I'm not. You use the weave in wonderful ways. In fact, I have a present for you.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. And she pulls out this rain stick. It's made out of crystal, and inside it's got shiny emeralds and sapphires, rubies. And when she tips it, it makes this wonderful glittering sound of gems just cascading through. Could you really bite the hand that feeds you? Sweet Prism.
She just asks the question, just, I never asked what your purpose is for me, and I think I should. And she just closes her eyes to the shiny rain stick.
And she turns it again. My purpose for you and for all of you is to help me keep the balance of magic so that the scales do not tip more than one way, so that no one pulls a thread too heavily to sunder everything. No tethers to all, but spread across the masses. You're a part of that balance. You all are. And if you're hungry, there's so many things out there in the world for you to eat of great power. Unless
I have
the
a-
sparkles don't do it for you.
Can I have a year to think about it? If I want to stay? And then can we meet again just a year from today and
Sweet child. A year is barely a blink.
then you have no reason to...
None at all.
Okay. Thank you.
I'll be watching over you, regardless. And please take the stick. It's yours either way.
Yeah, she'll reach for it.
Yeah, I know.
She doesn't want to, but she will.
Yeah, jingle jangle.
Jingle jangle. To wait till the presence leaves before she jingles it. At
Yeah.
least.
Siver and... Yeah. I'm gonna say that
Yeah.
Siver and Prism. You may stop, because this is at some point before Brawl and Ball.
Mm,
So if you want that to be the next destination, we can.
yeah.
After we go to Faerun. Or you may go elsewhere.
I have something.
Yes.
So, as with every time that Seaver doesn't know what to do or is just unsure, he just does his usual ritual of augury. And for
Yeah.
that, he needs his familiar.
Mm-hmm.
So he summons his familiar, and what comes before him instead of the beautiful goldfish is an anglerfish. And he can sense that it isn't a fae anymore, it is now a fiend. So that is already alarming, but after the first initial shock, he does still use Ripple and the ripples as the divination tool to use augury, and what comes out is woe only. So with that, he actually feels the connection with his god dissipate. And as he tries to do it again, he can't anymore. So, not knowing what to do, he will go to Ilyana and ask for help to hide the book, or at least, he's never been outside of the temple, so he doesn't know how to be hunted or anything or wanted. So he asks for advice or anything
Well,
that can help.
the spells you have in there, something tells me you're not just going to let those go. So
No.
here's a notebook. You might want to copy a few of those. And if you ever use any of them on me, our business is concluded. I wasn't always a follower of Shar. It's gonna be okay. The universe is dark and full of mystery. You have so many things to learn to get good at. And if you need anything, she pulls out a comms device, which you all get eventually. And it's got an emblem with an opal snake on it. You just press this and I will come find you, no matter where you are in the universe. The activation code. All right. You go HOTTOGO. And then I'll be there in a flash.
Thank you. I didn't know what to do. I don't want to part with this.
There are other gods out there. Maybe you just need to find a new one. They're always recruiting. We make our way to Faerun. Would everybody go bid adieu to Jadani together? Or would you stay in your quarters?
I think she would see Shidani off.
Okay. Shidani, you've got some good loot. And a little extra. You get to keep the deck of many things.
Oh boy.
And you're given a token. With the same spiel. If you need anything, or if you need a relic hunter, just give that button a press. Also works as a little communication device.
Very kind. I'm not used to people being kind, so I appreciate, your hospitality, your putting up with things. I'm not the best company. I know people have shunned me my whole life, so I'm just grateful for the company and the opportunity, really.
Oh, sweetheart, I'm not kind.
You're not unkind either.
It's just business.
Yeah, well, you'll do for me. That's the main thing. And if you ever need someone who punches particularly good, or, has a silly voice, then I assume this works both ways.
I'll keep that in mind. It's nice to have people that are willing to stick around.
Well, I got some business at home. Haven't been home for a while, but yeah, I might reach out. A few days, few weeks, few months. You'll see me again.
All right, well, take care.
In the prism. Goes to shake your hand, but there's no hand there. Oh, I keep forgetting.
Just a fist pump.
Yeah, to grab the nub. Oh, that's always gonna be awkward, but keep shining, sister. You know you got a bright future ahead of you. You are glowing. You are. I've run out of jokes. Yeah, take care. I'll see you again probably.
Yeah, let's make sure of that.
Goodbye, Shidani.
And goodbye, little sea. Or the bravest one of all.
Can I join you?
I don't know. Can you?
How are you guys as goblins in your world?
Well, it depends.
Okay, never
It can be a
mind.
little
Why did you
tricky.
say well? I feel very anxious right now. Okay, never mind. I'm just gonna stay on the ship. I would no.
Fair enough. I would have said yes, but if you know what, whatever you're comfortable with.
But is
Safe? You said I don't know.
Now, the world is never safe, but that's the fun bit, because you keep running.
No,
And
it's
you either run
not.
into the danger or run away.
But no, that's how you get turned into food. I don't want to be food.
Then you keep running. That's the best way.
But I'm tired.
Then it sounds like you need a nap. Go have a nap, see.
and you're given a final hug.
Mhm.
And you watch the Opal Viper take flight and leave. Three of you, well, three. I'm talking to C like C is a person, but the three of you are.
That sounds so bad out of context.
Yeah. I'm not a person.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Oh, that's going to be in the next out of context video.
Siver, you make your way to wherever it is on the ship you like to go.
Mm-hmm.
Prism does the same. And C is just staring at the hole, watching Faerun get smaller and smaller before we FTL jump. And Ilyana is right there with her. Well,
Captain, you are still in the airlock. That's a dangerous place to be. You should exit immediately for compartment pressurization.
and she looks at C and ruffles her hair. All right, let's go get ready. We have a big adventure up ahead. And C's got little tears coming down her face as Ilyana walks through the threshold. The door shuts, and C's staff is screaming that they're in danger. Ilyana turns and looks at the porthole and smiles at her friend and presses a button.
Releasing airlock.
And C is sucked out into space. But C still has a past to explore. And while their adventure is done in this story, it's not over for the rest, as we will see C again when we hit into the Odd, which will be an all-new gaming system that we're going to do here on Quest Junkies. And I am currently recruiting people for a industrial western where you can be a human or a mutant. So we're going to do some pre-records and get those ready for some Fridays. I have 2 people for it already. And it's basically going to go, this is the day, time I have available. If you can make it happen, you can be a part of it. It's going to be a lot of fun. But anyways, everybody, thank you so much for joining us. Wow, what a day. So we're going to go ahead and wrap up the stream by doing our, what's up? Ooh, Patch, hi.
I can offer an epilogue scene if you wish.
Yes. Let me give you.
We have another time jump. It's difficult to ascertain just how long, but the first thing we see is fire. As we see Sudani covered in bruises, cuts, ash and soot, carrying the unconscious form of a child on one shoulder, trudging through the streets of a city ablaze as what was once a bright star-like thing hovering above the city of El Terrell is being consumed by a dark void space. And just before the city plummets, as Sudani is heading towards High Hall, where this glowing beacon, this light emanating from High Hall, a chance at hope, potentially, before the city falls. With her free hand, she reaches into a pocket and she pulls out that token. Hey, Space Buns, if you're out there, I could really do with a pickup right now. Shit's going wild. And unfortunately, the signal is blocked by a familiar mist in a familiar place that we may return to very soon.
Man, you guys, thank you so much for joining us on this finale of Space Stories. Did you guys have fun?
Yes.
Well, let's see. What do I want to leave us? No, I'll just put us on the bridge. That's right, you guys. We are actually going to be chit-chatting about Strahdalicious coming up here soon, and we're excited to, well, it's not going to happen right away, let you guys know when we're coming back, which is super exciting because we miss playing together. We miss that table so much. And we know you guys miss it too. Let's hit our highs and our favorite moments and tell us about yourself. Let's do reverse order this time, which I think puts us with, was it C? Who did I do last? Screw it, let's C.
I think it was, okay. Hi, I am C, and I was C and C Bear as well. My favorite moment, so many things, as always. I can never choose. It's the whole thing. Well, first of all, thank you for giving me C to play with, because it was such a contrast from Seaver, because Seaver is very serious and would never pull cards from the deck of many many things. And now I got to draw 3. But yeah, it was really, really fun to have that just juxtaposition between the two. And also, thank you for giving Seaver such an interesting twist, because I really liked the concept for Seaver, but I felt like something was missing and I was still in the backstory. I feel like this is exactly what he needed to complete the backstory.
Yeah, when we had Seaver and Ball, I was like, I feel like there could be a little extra pepper to him. So the book was really fun to do. And I'm kind of tempted to just like write up a thing on the book, whether it ever gets used or not, whatever, but we'll make it an item for funsies. Screw it. Let's hit Prism. Bridget.
Hi guys, I'm Bridget. I've been Prism, the shiny magic gem dragon girl yas, all of the adjectives. Taking a year off of being a cleric, which was the intrusive thought at the end of the game. I might as well just read what I wrote in the chat, because it sums up how I've felt about this experience so much. I've never marched so merrily toward death as I have in Sky's campaigns, and that is a compliment of the highest order. I love how inventive you get with your storytelling. Everything feels very... It's like gives me Lovecraftian vibes, which is one of my favorite genres to explore. So.
Thank you. I love to be an eldritch being.
Such a blast. It's been great being back with this table again, and I'm sure we'll get our chance to do it again very soon. I don't think I could choose a favorite moment, because being in Prism Brain is like a vacation for my regular brain. So, when I'm not here on Quest Junkies every other Sunday night for Descent into Avernus, every Monday night for the Redania Chronicles, in less than an hour now, I'll be over on Phoenix Iwaki for Candlekeep Mysteries, where I'm at every other Friday. And like I said at the beginning, I'm up for a writing contest, and if I win, it could be fun times. There's some prizes available. I'll probably post a link again on the server after this, but yeah, when I'm not on streaming, you find me behind the scenes, recapping, lore keeping, fanficking, and all that good stuff, and that's me.
Patch.
Oh, that's me. Hello, I'm Patch, the Ever Humble DM. Usually in the DM seats on this channel, but always happy to move my silly ass aside for Sky to come in with a perfect brand of chaos. What a great thing. I love not just the journey of the story that we tell, but the journey of watching you grow as a DM as well. So all the credit to you. Like you already seemed really confident and like you had your head on straight doing the dark powers, but like even in just these 2 little sessions, it was like 10 times better. So I can't wait for the next one where it's going to be like 100 times better. Like
I'm so
you're kicking all kinds of ass. So I'm really proud of you. My favorite moment, I mean, how often do you get to say you survive 10 pulls from the deck of many things? I particularly pulling the void card and then in that moment remembering what I pulled last session, which was just Uno reversing. But I think actually my favorite moment was the twist with Siva, because that really took me by surprise, and I'm so here for it. It got my wizard tinklies going. Which probably that sounded better internally. Let's see, it's what you do to me. We stream every Monday, every Wednesday, every alternate Sundays, and every occasional Fridays, and probably other stuff as well. We do lots of pre-recorded content and things like that. We've got things like Candela Obscura coming soon. We have the return of Strahdalicious. We are doing stuff in QuestJunkies Academy in about an hour's time, while we will be supporting Bridget over on Phoenix Awaki. We will also be tuning into the Crit Awards as they are finally unveiling the winners, and we are up for Best Scene Description from our Candela Obscura, The Circle of Blood and Time, which, our wonderful GM Scarlet song. We're really excited. We hope we get the win for Scarlet, because she deserves it. And we'll be doing some of us will be doing like a community watch along in the Discord server. So join the Discord, come hang out with us. We can support all the other winners as well. And thanks for a great story, guys. Let's do it again.
Yeah, absolutely. So next up for me GMing, I'm going to be taking it offline to reach out to people who can't make it to our typical live streams, because we're a community of storytellers. We are addicted to the quests. So I wanted to bring something a little bit different to some people I know you're going to love watching. I also have an Arkham horror thing I'd like to do. So just give me time. Give me time to get the spoopy ready, and we will have some fun. My favorite part today was killing C.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Yes, I did also want to mention that. Thank you for killing me.
You're welcome. My pleasure. I like that you are learning bits about Ilyana without really learning much about her. So, like, if she ever really put together, like, she probably questions that compulsion, why she did it. Or it could have just been the card takes over. This is what it is, and it's gone. I mean, that's just fun to fuck with. So, we will see you very, very soon. Our next stream here on the channel is going to be Monday?
To be confirmed. There might be a thing on Monday. I can't remember off the top of my head. I will. I will sleep at some point, and then I will be able to confirm.
Yeah. well, watch the Discord and know when we stream next. So we're just gonna go raid somebody. Do you have anyone in particular? Or should we raid Evantris?
Well, they have just started streaming, so I think that would be a perfect time to do so.
Boo.
So get your raiders ready, because the Honk Legion's streaming.
So thank you all for joining, your wonderful words of support and encouragement, and we'll see you very, very soon. Bye!
Keep questing, QJs!
You had to get it in there.